Today's video, we mess up.
We were doing so well!
Brent turns red.
What are you so ready for?
Chris laughs, then screams.
Stop! I'm trying my best.
Doggy joins the video.
There you go. There you go. What's up? What's up? Hello. Hey everybody, SWA Motorsports here with the news of new cars within the year or so, or like a month or 3 days. We're here with Rishi.
Hello. And
we have Brental the Krental taking over for Rometa for a little while. He's taking a small break and vacation. So on this episode, we will be talking about the R8 LMS GT2, the Ford GT Mark II, and whatever you said. I can't remember honestly what he said.
Hold on, I will find out what it is.
The Porsche.
Oh, the Porsche. That is the 935. Very heavy goat.
Rental, can you take over, please?
Yeah, so Audi's released the R8 GT2 in like the last week or so.
From us recording, it'll probably be like 2 weeks for y'all.
Yeah. So basically, there's no real like specs on like.
It has yellow tires.
Yeah, it's like Nardo gray with like yellow accents.
I would say more of like a whitish.
But yellow's fast.
Yellow symbolizes lightning.
Yes.
And it has like a yellow tongue. If you look at it from like the front frame, it literally looks like a tongue trying to like eat everything on its path.
We'll post photos like here.
It's very yummy.
I always do.
Okay.
So the only running it's really had is at the Goodwood Festival of Speed,
which I'll show you a video clip now. Did a fantastic job. I wish it would have gone a little faster, but it's a pretty heavy car.
Very heavy. It's like
3,000
like a
pounds.
wet dog.
No, it's accurate number is 2976 pounds. LBS.
Which is like a mountain goat compared to this hippo of a Porsche. 3,042 pounds.
But it's not even that far off though.
It's like that's a goat.
No, dude.
And it has yellow wheels.
2976 versus 3042. It's not that far
Yellow
off.
wheels.
How much power does that have? That Porsche.
Probably more.
How much is more? Obviously, if it's in the same class.
I'm trying to find it. Hang on.
700 horsepower.
700 horsepower.
So it only has 70 horsepower more than the R8 LMS GT2.
But it's very heavy.
Weighs what, 60, 70-ish pounds more?
Yeah.
It's very heavy.
Yeah.
Best brake horsepower per ton.
Well, it's also
I would assume, yeah.
Well, that's also a tribute to the old silhouette racers of like.
Is it? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the old one. That's the new one.
Well, that's a martini. They're drunk already.
Yes, but it is going back to the old silhouette racers.
Yeah, it is.
But dude, there's no stickers.
I mean, obviously,
So it's down on power. It's very heavy.
Are you just taking the racer standpoint of this?
He is.
No.
That's why I've gone silent.
But it's cheap. It's an eBay special. It's a cheap compared to your guys' cars.
Do you know how much?
It's not even that much more
Do you know
cheaper
how
than the other.
This is like
how
a
much is
Twisto
this?
sub.
817 grand.
Okay, this is 380,000 before taxes.
Oh, okay, never mind. So this is like a New York sandwich compared to your New York style pizza.
Exactly.
Yes.
The pizza you can share, the sandwich you cannot.
How much is the Ford?
The Ford is like 1.2 million.
Yeah, Ford.
One-
What's
yeah,
going
1.2
on,
million.
guys?
So first you release a GT500 for 100 grand with all the options,
Without letting me know.
starting at 70 grand, and then you're like, hey, we want a Mark II. We're gonna make 45 units. So I had to look really quick. I was just about to say 42. I wanted to make sure. Only making 45 Ford GT Mark IIs for $1.2 million.
And you can't even take it on the street.
No,
Yes.
Ford. I get it.
Track
Nope.
only.
Nope, I get it. It's Ford is copying Supreme. They
How?
made a great amount, and then they said, "Just kidding. We're making a little bit, and we're going to charge you an arm and a leg."
Yes, and you can't, and it's not really legal.
And they're taking away things from people.
Sex with
They are learning from Porsche and Supreme. Props to you
Sex with
guys.
that.
Sex with theft.
No, see, they have a bulk supply.
I mean, that's what they did when they first started making it, and then they were like, all these parts cost this much, this car will
And
be
look
this
at all
much.
the stickers. stickers.
I know it has a lot
A
of
lot of
stickers.
stickers. That's more than.
I mean, yeah, but I'm curious as to this, the Mark II, the 4GT
But-
Mark II, the LMS GT2, and that Porsche 935.
Now we have one more Gaudi, which is Saab.
What the Brabham? The BT26?
Oh shit,
That is also that would probably compete in the same class as that Ford. See, the Brabham and the Ford.
Wait a minute. How much is 972 kilograms? Like 2,200? Less than that?
How much?
972 kilograms. I believe that's like right at 2,000.
2142.
Yeah, so that's how much the Brabham weighs.
Yeah.
And the power it's packing is 700 horsepower.
Out of an
What the-
unknown 5.4 liter V8.
Yes.
Naturally aspirated.
Mm-hmm. So that's in a class all on its own because of how damn light it is. That's dry weight.
Well,
That's like a.
That's like taking an Ariel Atom V8, putting a supercharger on the V8, and putting it against a Bentley.
Camry.
Well, no, a Bentley.
yeah.
Yeah.
A wet.
Literally, you have power and weight versus just power.
Just power.
and
Just
like
outright
and like
power.
all-wheel drive and luxury. I mean, I don't
This
know.
is
what
Romel's episode.
that would be his episode.
He's
'cause he-
power and I'm luxury.
I think between at least the three cars that are of similar.
No, we got
Power.
one more car.
What was the other one? That Evo.
The new Volkswagen. Sorry,
Oh no, the IDR. That's really just like
that's been out for like 2.
that's just a
years.
showboat for
Yeah.
Volkswagen to see what they can do.
No, not that one. The other Lamborghini. The Lamborghini.
Oh, the Super Trofeos.
The Austin.
Yeah, the squash Beetle. There it is.
Boostin'?
There it is.
The Boostin'. The IDRs, in my opinion, when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, hey, this car looks like a LMP1, or like if Le Mans prototypes went to like electric, that's what it'd be like LMPE.
Yeah.
It would literally be that. And Volkswagen's like, hey, we know you guys got mad at us about diesels, and we know we destroyed the environment.
Rip.
But have an electric supercar that breaks this records at Nürburgring.
Electric. Keep in mind.
But they did take it to get inspected, and it is electric. They didn't lie about that
Yeah.
because they already felt bad about lying prior. Let's be honest.
Says to check under the table, but otherwise, we're good.
I mean, under the table's a dog, but okay.
But
Oh, yeah, he's not letting me
Sheep,
shoot.
yes.
yeah, right now I'm having dog on
But
my.
what was the fifth car? We're doing 5 cars now.
Well, we could always compare. Well,
So
'cause
what?
really,
We got the
The
Huracan.
Super Trofeo is fantastic.
Well,
Fantastic.
because the Super Trofeo is basically like a GT2 class car.
It is,
except
yeah.
it only races against its own class.
Yes.
So it's only racing against Lamborghinis. Well,
Of the same or
of
similar, yeah.
the same build, chassis,
Yeah.
power of the weight. But one thing that was interesting about the Brabham is it actually does kind of compete with the Ford in price because it's 1.82 million.
Wow.
But
You know
if you-
what?
if you-
Now for 1.82 million.
A lot.
But if you
Not
look at,
much.
If you look at the power, if you look at the power to weight ratio versus the Ford, I mean, what would be the more fun car between the two? You know what I'm saying?
True.
The Brabham hands that, even though it's just a little bit more expensive.
Yeah. Well, this
But
is
if-
also to compete in like the World Endurance Championship.
Oh, that'll be a fantastic car.
So
I'm gonna save my money and buy a Bugatti.
you do that.
It has air conditioning.
I'm still gonna buy another 4Runner.
If I wait,
He
what
would
was-
buy a
what's the-
race car.
No,
just
no.
drive it.
What's the time frame and what's the budget?
There's no either.
If you had
Any car?
well, let's just say you had 1.82 million to buy a car.
Oh, they can't buy a Bugatti. I have to buy the one that ran into the swamp for 300,000.
Insurance write off.
The Galveston Bay.
Insurance right off. If I could buy any car,
That Bugatti is for sale if anyone wants it. 300,000. Galveston
are
Bay.
you serious?
Yeah.
It's torn apart and everything. You get all the parts. You can put it back together. I'll supply you some duct tape.
So you said how much? 1.2?
1.82 million.
1.82. I would probably buy the
hotel.
no.
A house. On
A Nissan R390 GT1 road car.
Wow, you buy a Volkswagen Beetle.
That's a Nissan.
It's
you
a
idiot.
Nissan.
Oh shit, Datsun.
It's a Nissan.
Datsun.
It's a missing Nissan.
Oh, dog, I'm walking. Stretch my legs.
Dog over there.
Yeah, you went on the table. Yeah. But I would get a Nissan R390 GT1. Like that car. I raced it a lot in Gran Turismo 6, and yeah, it's fun.
And 5.
And 5, yes.
Force track.
You should probably stop looking at car parts while we're recording.
I'm not.
No, you just want to beat me.
He really does. So I'll give you a little backstory. Brent got these super ridiculously bright fog lamps.
We'll post a photo here.
Yes. And they are ridiculously bright, and Rishi's upset, and he wants to compete or beat him.
I'm not competing.
We're
wants to-
not gonna say the name because we're not sponsored or anything.
You'll
They're
just
just
see
bright.
pictures. If you want to sponsor us, though, my Subaru.
Come through.
My Subaru could use some. I'll blind people for you.
We'll send you a link in the description.
Why are we sending links to people if we're not sponsored by them?
Don't worry about it.
Shut up! I know exactly what you're doing, you idiot.
I'm buying tractor lights.
Nice try. What is wrong with you? You're on eBay now. Oh my god! What? I'm sorry.
King of auto parts.
So this is kind of another impromptu news video because we were like, hey, the LMS GT2 came out and it looks like a very fun car, and we were like, hey, let's get together.
It kind of came on our radar and like
It really did.
broke our internet. So
Yeah, it did, and we were like, why not? Let's do it. But between those 4 or 5 cars, which one would you get?
and why?
Brent, go.
I mean, I like the R8, so I'd get the GT2.
Understandable. The first our LMS did fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then they released the what is it? It was like the ones for the GTE class, and then GT3. They're just good performers overall.
They did, yes, they did. Rishi?
I'd get the car with the biggest wang. People like wangs. I could put a big sticker
I think that was the Porsche 935.
that
maybe?
it could be the Ford GT though.
No,
I mean,
the
the
935 has a
Yeah.
giant. The 935.
Well, I can't
GT.
have the 935. No headlights on that thing.
Yeah, it does. Right
Yes.
there.
For pop-ups.
No, they're
Oh, they're down there. I see.
No,
it.
it's an old slant nose.
Yeah, I see.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will buy that thing.
So he would get that one.
Have a big wang, put a big sticker. It's probably the quickest one.
I would get the
And,
BT62.
What? Why?
Power to weight ratio is phenomenal.
Power
That's a
weight.
Subaru.
Yeah, remember, I'm all about that weight shavings because my Subaru
And low center of gravity.
Yes, my Subaru's a fantastic car.
Chris is the type of guy that when he goes on a race, he shave his beard for weight reduction.
Yes.
I would actually
Look.
shut up. It's not there anymore, right? Stop.
Dude, this car was
Carbon. It's carbon fiber.
It was edited by Chris.
Bro, Chris Sweet. I'm not Chris Sweet.
Could be.
Shut up.
Put the name tag. Wow.
So
now we have to come to a conclusion.
conclusion
Because
is.
you picked the one different Gotti.
I
I picked
did.
the dumb Gotti.
But I already told you why.
Why'd you pick the dumb Gotti then?
Because it has the biggest banner for stickers.
You
Stickers are power.
If you would like to be sponsored by Shine My Ride, let us know. But I would get the Brabham GBT62.
Why?
Lightest.
This light.
I think second was it the most powerful? 700, 710? And it beat the
Ford
Ford GT by 10 horsepower.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Did it? Did
Yes,
it?
Hold on.
The Ford GT had 700 horsepower.
700.
Yeah, so it's the fastest, it's the most power, it's the lightest. It looks the coolest.
And we have no idea where the engine actually comes from.
Exactly.
We
No
don't.
mystery. For all I know, it could be a freaking Jaguar, break down on me mid-race, and I'll be
it
like,
can't
hello.
be because it's made by Volkswagen. This car has no engine in there.
No, we're talking about the Brabham.
Not the Porsche.
Not the Porsche.
Idiot. So the Brabham...
Hold on, let me find the page. That's not it. Yeah, it is. Okay, I got it. Okay, continue.
But the Brabham looks the coolest.
But
It is the lightest. It is the fastest on paper.
on 0 to 60 is 3 seconds.
Fantastic.
I could park a bus in that gap.
Yeah, right.
The Porsche is 2.7.
Okay. And?
Your house is making noises.
It was my dog. And?
Okay. Price, super high end. It's not even just quality. Whoa.
We already know it's like 1.8 million.
It's 1.82.
That's so much. That's half of Veyron and it has air conditioning.
Half of Veyron. Are you ever going to buy a Veyron?
It's half a Veyron. That's half a Chiron allocation.
It's not bad.
As my dog just said.
It's 2.38 for a Chiron allocation.
It's not bad. But the Chiron doesn't have 18-inch wheels.
Who cares about wheels?
It says big rear wing. Alright, I'll give it to you.
Alright, thank you.
That's what it literally says on the
Thank you.
highlights.
Alright, that's it. We're done. The Brabham BT62 wins.
I'll agree.
You agree? Just
I'll
agree.
agree.
Alright,
It
cool.
has a wing.
So on paper,
It's a
it's
feature.
the best.
Sorry, I like all these cars, okay?
I know it's really hard for you to pick. I know. I like all these cars too. It's okay, but the
Dude, this has
BT,
lights.
dude, the
Wow.
BT62 looks the coolest.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Interior. Let me look at
The interior looks crazy. That's like a fighter jet's interior.
That's an S-Class dash in a race car.
It
Dude.
has a fire extinguisher. I have to buy it.
Yes, there we go.
There we go.
BT62 wins. Fire extinguisher rules.
If you need one, get one.
Fire extinguisher style.
They are standard, not optional.
Yes, do not get the Senna because it doesn't come with one.
Oh, yeah, that is a downside.
Yeah, they do catch on fire.
Sorry, MF Autos.
Sorry, Todd. Alright, let's
Rip.
see here. Plenty of lights.
I believe, yeah.
Alright,
oh my
cool.
God, he's-
Brembos.
Rear-wheel drive.
Okay, it's real.
Oh, it has Olin dampers.
That's not important.
Oh my
Is it bright enough? That's all you need. Let's see here. Scales only generates more than 2,600 in downforce.
Alright guys, well we're done with this video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our small 20-minute. I'm trying to read I can't even read the video camera right now, but I'm trying to read
16 minutes.
1790. Anyway,
Whatever.
we'll see you guys next time. This is the little impromptu news video. Just kind of.
If you guys need a car, buy with the biggest wang. They usually win.
You can also eat on them.
Dude, yes.
It'd be a picnic table.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Troy.
I'll literally grab my Evo Wing right now. We'll see you guys next time on SW Motorsports.
Bye-bye.